Wednesday, right? Yes. I am still on vacation and I was thinking I was going to do nothing today. Then I thought, let me just go out for a walk. And then I thought, let me just go to Roosevelt Island. I've been realizing a lot of things over the past few weeks. A lot of learnings that feel very breakthrough type. The first one is realizing that I completely misunderstood what it meant to heal, what it meant to practice acceptance. I was convinced that the point of all that was to get to a place where you would never feel anything bad. You would never feel anger. You would never feel fear. You would never feel sadness, because you would have gotten to a point where you accept everything, meaning you don't resent anything and don't get bothered by anything. That's not it at all. No one told me. Well, people probably told me and I was just ignoring it until I finally imprinted it or realized it on my own. Because what acceptance means in truth is accepting the resistance that comes with every little thing in our lives. For me, that really meant accepting that I would feel sad, that I would feel frustrated, that I would feel annoyed, even when being in a really, really objectively great situation. My life is honestly incredibly easy. I am drowning in privilege. And so I always thought that meant, oh well, you know, Lila, there's no room for feeling sad for yourself. There's no room for feeling frustrated. There's no room for any of that. But that's so wrong. It took me literally years to get to this conclusion where I'm accepting that I've been feeling like shit. I'm accepting to be annoyed, whether rationally or irrationally, because I'm a freaking human. And that's what it means to be human. That's what it means to heal. It's not to not feel anything bad. It's to learn how to feel everything without trying to control all of your emotions. What I'm trying to learn and to really practice now that I realized it is that every emotion is a signal, whether it's good or bad is irrelevant. Think about the times that you really learned something. Was it during times that were easy, or was it by going through difficult times? Was the same thing for emotions. Bad emotions, are arguably better teachers, far more powerful teachers than positive emotions. Okay, so now let's add another layer. We've talked about acceptance not being never feeling bad. It is recognizing the resistance that we feel towards any particular situation or any person person and just noticing it without trying to fix it or make it go away. Cool. Then we talked about these very bad emotions that we keep trying to avoid are the best teachers we can possibly ask for, because they're essentially telling us what's not aligned in our lives, what doesn't fit in our lives, or what are some things that we need to work on, or that are just part of who we are, that we've just been negating. For example, I spent my whole life resisting anger. I hate anger. When my parents would get upset, when they would fight, my urge was to be like, no, 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 let's not fight over here. And I've realized that the times where I would burst, it was usually because I was frustrated about something and I didn't want to acknowledge it. And that brings me to my last point. What I learned that blew my mind in Brianna's book is the brain doesn't know good or bad. The brain only knows what's comfortable, what's uncomfortable, and always, always, always tries to go back to comfort. The brain only knows comfort and discomfort. Naturally, it will go towards what's comfortable, which means that if we're not used to accepting negative emotions, it is very uncomfortable to feel. So what do? We escape it, we numb one way or the other, thinking that we can only numb negative emotions and not positive emotions. But as Brene Brown has shown us in her research, incredible TED Talk, you can't choose what you numb. You either numb everything or you feel everything. So the whole new game for me now is to get comfortable with negative emotions, noticing them, accepting them for what they are, and that's it. There's no further next step from here. It is literally it. I lied because I said that was going to be the last thing, but I really, really need to add this one last thing. And that is that I've realized through this new understanding that everything I was doing to cope with difficult situations, I was looking to feel better out of it. One example of that is I would feel upset. Then I would think, okay, let me go to yoga because I know that yoga makes me feel better. And go to a yoga class, not feel better, continue to feel like shit, and then get upset about the fact that I was not getting better from doing the thing that I thought would help me get better. How's that for a vicious circle? time. It's really, really pretty. And I have to say, I did not expect the tram to be so cool. The views, honestly, 10 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Yeah, and the cherry blossoms, check this out. So pretty. Worth it, 100%. So cheap. Yeah, I approve. It's $2.75 one way for the tram. It's like the price of a subway ride.